All right, now Sebastian has to go and tell his other friends about how he feels about 9/11.
Okay, go ahead.
You guys seen everybody get all hysterical lately? All because they lost a couple buildings? You know? Nobody's talking about the positives. How about, hey, I can see the Reverend.
Two Kramers. This is what you get with two Kramers. We don't say but we have fun. That's all we say when the day is done. It's two Kramers. Two Kramers.
If you're just joining us, Tayler Yarish can't burp.
I can't burp.
More on that now.
Yeah.
Wait, say the name of it. What's it called again?
It's called retrograde cricopharyngeal dysfunction.
I still every time you've said it, I'm just kind of like.
It's a retrograde, meaning
I start cacking out.
Is that's my Winter Soldier phrase, and I'm just like,
That word is
that's
so.
your get out.
Yeah.
That word is so long that while you're saying it,
It's not one word.
Towards the end, I'm thinking about how I can't say it.
I slip into my little daydreams already.
Yeah.
Retrograde means it's coming.
What am
up.
I gonna say next?
Anyway, you can't burp.
Retrograde means coming
Yes.
this way.
Yes.
That's also like when like the moon's rising the right way.
Is that
too.
you? Are you doing what I would say?
Horoscope?
That's
right?
what it is. It's only for certain horoscopes.
Your throat's in retrograde.
It is. It's rising. My throat's rising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the next part?
Cricopharyngeal.
What's that mean?
It's a muscle in your throat.
The crico
The cricopharyngeus.
is your
the
throat.
muscle. Basically, there's like a muscle that's like a little flap that opens and closes, and mine is so tight that it can't. My muscle is so tight that it won't open back up, so the gas can't release.
Oh man.
Do you ever choke on food?
No,
You can't deep.
So
throat.
it's a different thing.
You're probably bad at deep.
Yeah. Can you
throating.
not suck dick?
Can you not suck dick well?
I've had some complaints. I've had a lot of complaints.
Wait, is that the full word?
Cricopharyngeal dysfunction.
All right, break down dysfunction.
Dysfunction. Well, you guys could probably do that better than me.
How do you mean?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I don't
What are you implying?
No, that's great. That's super fun that you can't burp. But does it only for bubbles? Like, what about like other times? Does it only
any
affect
kind
you?
Of just like gas.
Can you not throw up?
I could throw up. In fact, that's the one. I always thought burping was kind of like whistling. Like you could do it or you can't. You know?
Well, in a way, yeah, you're right.
In a way, but it's not. If you can't whistle, it's not considered like.
You know what?
Disability.
Yeah.
You know what I bet you though? I bet it's all bullshit.
Yeah, maybe you can't burp because you're a pussy.
I bet it's like one of those things where it's like in your head, like someone who's got like a twitch. You know what I mean? Or like,
Yeah.
don't they say like people who have
Ticks are
like
liars.
tics? No, not that they're liars, but that like
It's mental.
that
What's the word?
There's like a psychological.
Undiagnosed.
They're like retarded. You know what I mean?
No. Okay.
Well,
No,
for,
come on.
not really.
No,
You're
no,
not.
come
all
on.
right,
No,
I'll
come
bleep
on.
it. I'll bleep it.
for a while, you would have been correct. It's actually only been like studied in the last like 6 years. Because there was never any literature on it, and then coincidentally enough, I saw a fucking TikTok on it where a doctor was like, "Do you have all these symptoms?" And I had all of them.
Right.
And she's like,
So you were
probably
diagnosed on
have-
TikTok.
No, then I went to a doctor at Columbia.
I've heard of it.
I'm aware.
Columbia. Wait a second. Columbia, the
Yeah.
university. Hold on.
Big difference.
How do you spell it?
It's a very silly thing to like say like I have a dysfunction.
Well,
It's-
because it's not like your flap's not working for the other stuff.
right.
The flap's
The
working.
flap's fine. It's just so tight.
It's only not working when air wants to come up.
the other way.
Yeah.
The wrong.
You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
you can puke. You've puked.
I can basically I have to force it. So in college, what I would do is like if we're just chugging beers or whatever, I'd get very full. I'd go to the bathroom and I'd stick my finger down my throat and I wouldn't throw up. I would just burp the largest burp because it was all stored up there.
So
I
you
would
should just do that.
Yeah, but that's not like how a normal person should live their
Yeah,
life. You
maybe
should be
because
able to
you gotta
just
release
burp.
the valve somehow,
What do you mean
dude.
Just do that.
Release
How about you
the
don't
valve.
drink the beer?
No, release is.
What am I,
release the
gay?
valve.
Release the valve.
You know, tie a little string down there and then
Clear the mechanism. Yeah.
You do. I mean,
I bet there's like a
psychologically,
thing you can do to like massage your throat open.
well, this is how they
what if
solve
I
it.
gave you a good like?
So
Yeah, you want me to punch you in
this
the
is
throat?
gonna sound ridiculous. How they fix it is they go through the throat. They shoot the muscle with Botox.
Get
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Swear to
bet.
God.
Yeah.
And would you?
And it would I? Yes.
And he's
but,
back to sucking dick.
Yeah.
The prices just
I've
went
thought
up.
about what like my first, the first thing I'm gonna drink is, and all this
What is
stuff.
it? Like a big fizzy. son of a
Whatever the
bitch.
fizziest thing I can.
A nice Topo Chico. Those are
Yeah,
fizzy
those
as
are,
Yeah.
fuck.
It's honestly too much for me.
Yeah,
I
if
love it.
if I had one of those, it'd be bad.
A Topo
But I
Cheeks?
asked the doctor, I'm like, Botox people who get it for their face, they always got to go back. So
Right.
does it wear off? And she's like, it doesn't, and we don't really know why.
Dude,
love
so
when
I could
that's
like
an
kill
answer.
you like a bird.
Yeah, if you start
If
feeding
I
them bread,
feed you a bunch
See,
of
if you
bread
start-
with Alka-Seltzers in them, that's how we used to kill the seagulls.
I mean, yeah, you'd either
'Cause they
kill
can't
me or
fart,
just
and they just get filled with
destroy
bubbles
my
and die.
asshole.
Yeah.
I mean, there.
Oh, it comes out the other side though, probably, right? The gas
comes
has got to
out-
go
So
somewhere.
where,
Yeah.
how come the birds can't poop it out?
Because it burns.
Because we're different things.
No. I'm pretty sure you look exactly this. Don't you have hollow bones?
So there's times where
Actually, that reminds me. I don't like the trope. You're a boy. Pee anywhere.
Why?
Pull over. Piss on the side of the road.
like you don't.
I don't,
I'd like-
do the
I
side
prefer
of the,
a
I don't
bathroom.
do the side of the
I
highway
prefer a
piss,
bathroom.
but dude, I piss all over the city.
I'm sure you do.
piss
No,
all over
look
the
at you,
city,
dude.
dude.
I pissed all over the city.
Dude, sometimes when I gotta walk from like
There's piss on my hands right now.
yeah, dude.
You can't round the corner around these parts without.
pissed on that. I pissed on that.
Yeah, just Johnny Appleseed. You're
Yeah,
fucking,
dude.
First of all,
Piss all
I don't
over the
want to
place.
live in a society where we're all just pissing on buildings if it's bad enough.
Dude, it's fucking lawless. Have you been out in New York recently?
Yeah.
It's
But
fucking
I don't want to be
lawless,
part
dude.
of the problem.
Me pissing in a corner somewhere. Who cares?
I
Yeah.
care. Then the city smells like
I'm not
piss.
doing it in front of
I
people.
only
I try
care-
to go off like, hidden like a cat.
If you attempt to be discreet and hide it, I don't have a problem.
Yeah,
with
I'm
it.
not just
and
like
if I
stopping
happen
on the
to catch
sidewalk
you,
and whipping my dick out and pissing
Right.
on a tree.
Some
usually
guys
at night.
barely go in between a car. I mean,
You want to know the most risky one I do? If
Yeah.
it's if it's not, one time I did have to pee really bad. It was pretty crowded subway. But dude, on the subway platform, all the way at the end where it gets super narrow before you hit that gate, that
Yeah.
little weird gate.
yeah.
Dude, I just go
Just
right to
piss.
the end, just piss
I've
right
done
on
that.
it, piss right there, dude.
I'll do you one riskier.
I don't like it, but
I was on the
I've done it.
I was on the Upper West Side. It was like around where Stand Up New York is. It's like wintertime. I have a long kind of winter coat on, and I have to pee so bad. It's like the middle of the day. There's so many people walking around, and I had a cup like this with me, and so
You didn't pee
I
in that.
I took my arm inside my coat, and the coat went past my waist. So put this under my coat, took my dick out, and I'm standing on the sidewalk midday. People are walking by, and I'm just pissing into a cup.
Just kind of eyes wide. Just
Eyes
trying
wide,
to-
but you can't because the coat's long. You can't see anything. But right behind the coat, my dick is out, and I'm just staring.
How
at
many people do you think have their dick out behind their winter coats at any given time in the winter?
Oh, dude, 1 out of 5. 1 out of
so
5 in New
many.
York, dude.
That's way too many.
Dude,
That's
I've
way
seen
too
so
many.
many dicks, dude. There's so many dicks out in the city.
I don't see that many dicks.
That's
Well,
true.
you're not
When I'm out-
looking.
That's
They're
2
out,
million.
dude. You got to be looking around. There's dudes that are
Why
out.
are you looking?
Because, dude, you got to know where the freaks are. How
That's
to
on
avoid
you.
them.
You
and
gotta
shit.
look.
Dude, you gotta
look.
know, dude. Like, dude,
It's
there's
none
so
of my
many times-
business.
dude, there's so many times you're sitting on the subway if you get out of your little headphone world and you look around. There'll be like a dude who's just sitting there, and at first glance you're like, oh, he's sitting there, but then you realize like he's got like stuff with him, but his cock's out and he's just jacking it just real lightly like this.
I'm
Like,
gonna stay in my
You
headphone
gotta be
world.
aware.
I'm staying
Like-
in my headphone world.
Brought to you
they'll
by
do it in a
Headspace.
way where like most people
Huh?
don't even
Brought to you by
realize. You know
Headspace.
what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know what you're talking
Like they're not like being like, damn, jacking off. Like,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
just,
It's a
like,
very-
chilling, like,
it's a very
you don't
subtle-
even
No,
know what's happening.
first of
dude.
all, I've seen it.
It's a very
I know
subtle-
what we're all
it's
talking
chill.
about.
It's chill.
Yeah.
But it's not that often.
It's not good, but
It's
chill.
not that often.
It's what is
Fine.
that?
1
often?
out of 10.
You
With
think
the winter coat,
1 out of 10 guys have their dicks out?
Yeah, dude.
I still think that's insane. Then shut down the city.
Define dicks
Then
out.
New York
define
is
a
fine.
dick out.
Your penis is out.
Right, but like if it still has the trench over it, coat part over it.
All right. Let's put it. How many?
Like out of your pants, because like I've seen them do it where like the t-shirts like over their.
I'd like
they got
to
a
point
long
out-
t-shirt. Like I could be jacking my dick right now. You don't even know.
I don't think 1 out of 10 guys are jacking their dicks,
But they're touching it. Like
Or
you know,
they're
not,
peeing
not
in a
like,
cup.
How many people? I don't think many people do what I did, but the amount of people that pee in public.
He's going to take his penis out right
I
now.
think are
That do what?
the amount of guys that will pee in public. I think is high
It's
if
high.
they need to.
Yes.
But I think a lot of people are sophisticated and will do what they need to. They're like, oh, I'll just go in here and purchase the thing and I'll use the bathroom.
Right.
Where
God forbid.
I'm not gonna do that.
Dude, one time I went for a run around when I first moved here, and I ran outside in between two cars. In the middle of the day was this crazy homeless lady
Yeah.
squatting with her pants at her ankles. It was like between cars, but like zero hidden at all.
Yeah.
And was like pissing like a fire hose and was just going,
Why are you doing the
Dude,
Green
and I had,
Goblin?
like, my phone-
He's
that's
on the
what
fucking
she was
thing.
doing, and just pissing.
Spider-Man!
Dude. It looked like someone. It looked like someone opened up a fucking fire hydrant, dude, and just laughing and pissing, making eye contact with me. And I was like trying to set up my Strava and like I'm gonna run 3
My
miles.
Strava.
Yeah,
That's
like a fucking
amazing.
idiot.
That's amazing. All right,
She-
I'd like to point out that it's been about a half an hour.
It's been 18 minutes.
18 minutes.
And
of
we've talked about
pee-pee,
piss and shit. I know.
poo-poo
I wanna
for
pivot.
the entirety of the
I wanna
time.
pivot.
Could we pivot
Yeah,
away?
we can pivot.
Could we
Yeah.
put the dicks away?
got topics.
Wipe your ass.
But it was fun though.
It was a lot of fun.
I'll take
It was a
responsibility.
lot of fun.
Cut as much of that as you want.
You and your
We're
burping
cutting the whole
bullshit.
thing. We just started. You used to work at Medieval Times.
Did you?
Yes.
Sick. What were you?
I was a serf, which is
Oh,
the way to,
that's the worst job. That's the worst job.
Now, obviously, a serf in the olden times was a shitty, low level.
It's a peasant.
So it's a-
right?
it's a wa-
But
it's
what
a
is
waiter.
it in medieval time? Are you just
It's
like
a waiter.
busser? Yeah.
you're the serf. Yeah, you're the waiter. I don't know. The women
Let's
have
not
it. wor-
forget, we're not really in back in time here.
Yeah.
What were the
I
women
commit.
doing?
They were wenches.
No, you
Yeah,
gotta go with
serfs
wenches.
and
So this was
wenches.
a different time. I don't think they still call them wenches.
One would say the medieval times.
Hey, but now they're not calling them. They're calling them
No,
damsels.
but we
or
had to.
something.
I mean, in the show, you have to be in character. I had a whole speech that I had to do to the crowd.
Go ahead and do the
every
The
Go
whole
ahead- go
crowd
ahead
or
and do
just
the
your
speech.
section?
my section. So you're
And did you do a
you're
little
serving
voice?
a section.
Have you been to Medieval Times?
No, I would love to go.
So
you
each-
don't take me anywhere.
So
I-
each section,
I've been several times.
each section is a different color that corresponds to a knight that's fighting, and so you're
Right.
the section you're serving. You have to
Gallivant.
You're cheering them. You're cheering them on. So I'd
Right.
be like, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Medieval Times. My name is Taylor." And
By the way,
we'll
you're
be
not doing a
cheering
little voice.
for the what?
You're not doing a little voice.
Ladies and gentlemen, like,
Oh, that wait! It sounds like you're about to announce a boxing match.
welcome to Medieval. Well, everybody.
That's not medieval. I thought the medieval times would be like
He brings down the big mic.
Hey, we are here at medieval
Ladies
times.
and gentlemen, welcome to the no, because I
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's the
a
one.
serf.
The first thing you were doing was like,
Yeah.
tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are here at medieval times.
Are you ready to rumble?
Are you ready to joust?
I was from the future. So we'd have to
Johnny
Yeah.
Carson.
We did a whole thing, and we'd like you had to hit cues within the show, like that were a part of because the king would come out and he'd be like, "Let us feast," or however you would say it.
Yeah.
And then
Let us feast.
let us feast.
Let us feast, bitches.
Let's eat.
King's hungry.
And we had to be ready with trays of chicken that just came out of the
Yeah.
oven, and you're holding them against your body, and it like you have a little.
It
oven.
is your penance, serf.
You had to put,
Burn
you
your
had to put an
sides
oven
while you
mitt.
serve the chicken.
Yeah, we had to put an oven mitt against our body, and then put the burning thing against our body. And
What
then
if you
serve.
missed?
Burn yourself
Then
for the
you
spats.
got burned.
You're gonna get burned.
You're gonna get burned.
You're gonna get burned serving a
See,
spatchcock.
This, sir, it's not working at Applebee's. Like you had to.
Right.
And what
How, did you
sucked
get
is,
paid better than Applebee's?
Well, what was good was you got paid probably the same as a regular waiter shift, but it was only 2 hours. It was the only the length of
Wow.
the show. So you're serving, 40 people at once, and you're hoping to get tipped by each party.
So
Right.
there's
Sometimes you get
there's some
tipped.
insane shit though, like at medieval times, and feel free to jump in on any insight. But like the times I've been, like they don't everything they want you to eat with your hands.
Yeah, there's no.
So they're
there's
like,
no
so
utensils.
then if someone like makes a thing about wanting utensils, they'll be like, utensils? Utensils are for witches. This is a witch. And then everyone's like, burn the witch. And then they like ostracize you for wanting
I'm
utensils.
See,
fine
that's
with
a
that.
better
Give me
server.
give me a
Meanwhile-
fucking hat.
Meanwhile-
I'll be a witch if I get a 4.
Meanwhile, they're drinking Diet Coke, and there's rolls of paper towels for everyone to clean their greasy
Are they letting me
hands.
wash my hands beforehand?
They give you paper towels or whatever.
See, that's a better server than I was. If somebody wanted a fork, I'm like, yeah, I'll get you.
I'll get you a fork.
Yeah, I'll get you a fork.
Actually, that's being a better
No,
server.
that's
Who wants to be.
You're being a serf.
Well,
Yeah, but that's what they do
That's what
there.
you're supposed to do. They're
Yeah, see,
trying
he wasn't
to
doing
encourage
what he
you.
was supposed to
You're
do.
supposed to. Towards the end, I was a menace. I would go.
I was just giving utensils out to my
I
whole
would.
section.
I would
Did
go
you?
around.
What's
At
that?
medieval times?
No, but I've been to them.
I would
I
go around
told
to
you
other
I've been there,
sections,
dude.
I'd go around to other sections that weren't mine,
Uh-huh.
and I'd like. They're in a row, so you can't really get up and move much. But I could walk freely. I would just walk by other people's sections. I'd be like, Green Knight's gonna win, and just keep walking.
Hell yeah.
I would just ruin
Yo,
the show for
That's
them.
a terrible thing to do.
I just-
No,
I
dude,
know.
that's great, dude, because I bet on them every time I go.
You bet on
Yeah, dude.
How?
On FanDuel.
DraftKings.
I think Green's gonna take it tonight.
Green's gonna
Dude.
take it.
I got inside information in Green.
It is.
The jig is up.
I mean, it was not a. It's not the worst job I've ever had.
Is it
so
like the
it's-
type of thing where you could like work your way up to like? Are there like?
What if you wanted to be a jouster? Too tiny.
Yeah,
Be a
that's what I was
knight?
gonna say. Is there like a? Is there like how McDonald's used to be like? If you work hard, you could own a McDonald's one day. Like, is there that where like
It's
one
not
day you could
exactly-
own a king?
Medieval time.
Yeah,
That's not exactly the
yeah, does the
corporate
king
ladder
own
of the
the
server.
medieval times? That would be so funny if the dude who actually in real life
Who
owns
owns
the
it
building
is the
is like,
king.
I'm also the king
I'm
now.
also
I'm
the
doing
king
the
of the
king.
show.
That's why I did
I
this.
spent all this friggin' money. I'm sitting up
I
there.
obviously get to
Not
be
gonna
the
let
king.
some other friggin' guy
Yeah.
go up there.
No,
I'm
the
doing
guy
it.
who's the king, he's basically like a mall Santa. Like that's kind of
Right.
He just comes in. He
Oh,
doesn't have many lines.
Sit-
That
Don't they
was
like
a
pull
catch
someone
shot.
from the crowd? Don't they pull like a little girl from the crowd to be a princess?
No, the princess is the princess, but the
Lock
knights,
her in the dungeon.
They go around. They like toss roses and shit.
They just throw
That's-
us. They
you-
just throw a
you get
fucking
too
audience
into it.
member into a
That's
dungeon.
no princess of mine. She's a
13-year-old
bastard.
girl. Yeah.
Yeah, they call her out for being like a whore.
They tell
Like,
the
this
they tell the
harlot-
parents, "Oh, you'll get her back after the show." Yeah,
She's gotta serve
she's
her
just
time.
missing.
It would be quite the racket.
Yeah. So easy.
Yeah.
What
People
was the
so
worst job you
swept
ever
up
had?
in the show?
The worst job I ever had was I was a janitor
At medieval
in
time.
for the horses. It just cleaned up horses. No, I was a janitor at a high school in the summertime.
Oh, summer school janitor.
Yeah, which I
Oh,
took
wow.
the job.
Only the best and brightest at summer school.
I took the job because
I
I
used to
thought
volunteer every summer
as a janitor.
out of summer school.
Really?
For what?
I had to do it for school, but also
Yeah, see, that's
Yeah,
the,
to-
that
but
was
no,
the other
I was
half.
a
Yeah,
very
he started
goodness
off-
of my
he
heart.
started off like he just
Yeah.
did it. Yeah, he got like assigned to him. He
Yeah.
needed to do it.
well, I could.
No, I chose this.
Build up his resume. Looks good for college or whatever.
I thought it
Yeah,
would
I'm
just
still
be.
Yeah.
I thought it would just be like a simple job. That school's
I
not
got a
in. There's
DUI.
no
I had to go
kids.
This he hasn't finished a sentence.
I have
He
not.
has
He's
not
rambling
finished.
on. It's our show. Shut up,
It's
dude.
so. It's so funny. It's so funny that like that is like you ask basically like you're like, hey, pitch us an idea, and you're like, you ask me a question, then I'm like, yeah, so I was a janitor, and then you guys will kind of you'll ask me a question,
Good idea.
and then answer it. It's you'll ask me a question and then answer it, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm starting to get it now. We're 20 minutes in. There's no real answer. You don't actually want an answer
No,
to the
no, no.
question.
I'd like to have answers.
I
by
want
the way,
answer, but I'm probably gonna like say shit along
you
the
don't
way.
need to zip zap zop every sentence.
It's not gonna zip zap zop. It's fun. It's fun. I want to fucking chime in. I
No,
wanna,
this is not a chime in. You're riffing off the thing you just said. It's you're like,
Yeah, this
I'm
one
gonna
time.
go B. Maybe 1-on-1 gets a little better.
But we're gonna be choking each other by the time you come back.
no, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Oh, he's using the pisser. I thought he was walking out on the show.
Oh my god.
I'm out of here.
But I'm not. I'm staying in the apartment.
No, I'm,
Anyway, you're actually really doing great.
no, I'm fucking
It
around.
just
I'm
drives
having
me
a great
nuts.
time.
This fucking guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna let. Oh, you can you do this
Yeah,
on
yeah.
camera?
I've been smoking the whole time. He always gets upset with me. I'm like, who cares? It's my show. It's our show. We can do whatever we want. Wait, how long did you work at Medieval Times?
Like a year.
Oh, that
Something
was
like
it?
that. Yeah, it was in college.
Okay.
So was the janitor job. It was all bad summer jobs.
Are there people there that like? I feel like at every job, even with those types of jobs, there's like the small percentage of people that are like, I've been here for 5
Lifers,
years. Like, yeah.
Lifers who are like always get the good section because it's you've been there. It's like a dome. It's like an oval dome, and the kitchen is at one end. So you want to be the section that's the first one off the kitchen because you don't have to run as much. For me, I'm in if you're the last section, every time somebody asks for something, you're running the length of a football field to go get it. So they're like, oh, I asked for a Sprite, not Diet Coke. Can you go get me one? That is 600 yards you're running. I mean, I was doing...
Where was this?
Lyndhurst, New Jersey.
Okay, you're from Jersey, right?
Technically, I was born there. I'm raised in Maryland, though.
Okay.
But I went to school in Jersey.
Is that below the Mason-Dixon line? But it's right there,
I think
though.
it's technically southern.
Right on that. I can feel that
It
off
is
you.
right.
Yeah.
It is. You could feel this. I'd say I'm a good mix.
Yeah.
Like, people in my hometown, it's a good mix. Like, my own family, like, there's people left and people who are right. And
Yeah,
so,
I mean, dude, fucking Jersey, though. They'll be
Yeah.
like, yeah, my son's gay, but I vote for Trump and I own a gun. You know what I mean?
yeah. Which
There's
I think
like a lot
is-
of that shit.
Yeah. My son's
work
gay.
with a
Doesn't say how he feels about it. Just pointing it out.
Yeah.
that my son's gay.
Yeah, like I know a lot of guys that are like kind of towny dudes from Jersey, like electricians, plumber guys, all that
Yeah.
shit. And a lot of them are like, it's like the mentality of like, where they're like, yeah, I work with a bunch of black guys and Hispanic dudes, but I don't want any of them marrying my daughter.
Yeah.
I'll invite them to my wedding. And I break bread
Sure.
with them,
Sure.
but I'd prefer not.
But I just don't want it. You know, it's a preference. Everybody's got a.
Everyone's got a preference.
Some people.
So the
like a little more-
podcast took a turn while I peed.
Yeah, we were
So
talking about.
how long have you been in MAGA?
Clip it.
Now, Taylor,
Now we just live
you
with it.
famously do a perfect Sebastian Maniscalco impression.
To
Way
my-
to break the
to-
tension.
to my friends.
Well,
Yeah.
No, you're going to do it perfectly. Because I have 3 specific Maniscalcos I'd like to see from you today.
Okay,
I prepared
great.
notes.
Okay, great.
Are you ready?
Oh,
Do
I
you-
forgot to
Yeah.
tell you, this show is also Whose Line Is It?
Yeah.
Anyway?
It's also whose line is it anyway?
Okay.
Great. I got it.
Do you consent to this? I don't want to put you on the
I
spot.
I consent.
Okay.
He's done nude theater.
Yeah.
Have you?
I know that about him. I wrote that down.
I was naked on stage once.
Oh, God bless.
Yeah. God bless.
And,
not-
and send me that tape.
Yeah.
Maniscalco hearing about 9/11.
So it's 2001.
Someone's giving him because someone's called him and told him about it.
Someone's called him and
Yeah,
told
like
him
Bush,
about it?
his version of Bush being whispered to at the table.
you want me to
I
tell?
think-
You
I
want me to?
You can be a townie friend telling him that it happened.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I gotta
Yeah.
call Sebastian.
Call Sebastian.
Yeah.
Tell him what happened.
Yo, what's going on?
Hey, Sebastian, you hear this?
How you doing? What's
I
going
was just watching Regis and Kathy Lee, and they just said a plane hit the Twin Towers. 2 planes hit both towers.
What are you talking about? What? 2 planes? You're telling a plane flies into the building, it goes down? That's what you're telling me?
Yeah, right into it. And it's a nice day too. I don't even know how we did not see it.
All right, now Sebastian has to go and tell his other friends
About
about how he feels about 9/11.
Okay, go ahead.
You guys seen everybody get all hysterical lately? All because they lost a couple buildings? You know? Nobody's talking about the positives. How about, hey, I can see the river now. I don't know if that's my best, but
Listen, you got
that's the key is
dude.
Sebastian has to be telling.
somebody else
He
something.
has to be, yeah.
Well, this
Yeah.
is a different one.
Okay.
This is a different scenario, and I need you once again to come into the room.
Okay.
This is Sebastian Maniscalco being confronted by Chris Hansen on To Catch a Predator.
So
and you're
he-
explaining your way out of it.
Okay.
Sebastian, why don't you take a seat?
Okay.
Why don't you take a seat? What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? How about I minding my own goddamn business?
That's not what these transcripts say. Transcripts say things like, yes, I'll bring the lube, and can't wait to see you later when you're on my lap.
Can you believe this guy? This guy's going on his computer, following chat rooms. Hey, guy, don't you got a TV show you like? Don't you got anything better to do? You got to track me around in your Ford Focus, pulling up in driveways with bats? Guy, leave me alone.
Well, I think the one thing you're leaving out here is that you've been talking to a 15-year-old, which is why we've been tracking you and following you around on the internet.
Sebastian, please answer the question.
Why don't you answer the question on that one?
Listen, sometimes when you got a smaller person, there's less you got to deal with. Okay? We go out in the sun. We want to have a nice beach day. That's less surface I got to rub lotion on your back.
Because the child. That's so bad.
You're saving money on lotion.
I don't have to script.
It's more efficient to have a friend.
It's sometimes I don't know where these go in my head, but for some reason, in my somewhat high brain, yes, Sebastian's with a child because they're smaller and it's less suntan lotion he has to rub on at the beginning.
Less
the logic
debate.
tracks.
They can't drive, so you have more sway on what you go do.
Yeah, we get to go to my restaurant.
Yeah. We're going to my favorite restaurant. Going to my favorite restaurant. Yeah.
I ain't doing chicken nuggets at the drive-thru.
If I'm driving through, you're not the same.
I'm going to Luigi's.
Okay, one more.
Okay.
Sebastian Maniscalco, he doesn't understand the movie Sinners. He doesn't get it.
He doesn't
He doesn't get it. What? Go ahead.
So I'm watching this movie, right? They're going to the party. They're having a good time. And all of a sudden, all the black people start shape-shifting from different eras. You got hip-hop guys in there. Hey, I thought we were wearing long johns. Now you got a DJ in the middle of the barn. And then there's a knock on the... Okay, who's it? Now there's vampires there. I'm sorry. Hey, gay, are you on acid? Who made this movie? You got a guy going to take a piss, all of a sudden a fat farmer biting him in the neck.
You repeat the bite 3 times.
Biting him in the neck.
It's all about the act out.
Yeah. And then you just do a running bite throughout the rest of the bit. Yeah.
Listen, for anyone,
Biting this guy,
the
biting
Sebastian
that
is
guy.
basically, it's a quiet befuddlement of something, a slight escalation into an act. That is the act.
Yeah.
incredible.
No, I know. I have like
I pulled a muscle.
He's not like my. I don't watch it and laugh, but I watch it and like appreciate the formula.
If
I
you
watch
saw
it
him,
live.
if you saw him live, you would be entertained.
I'm sure if I saw it live, but like when I watch it on like specials and shit, I'm not like,
Right.
oh, this is
Right.
hilarious. Like it just doesn't get me like that.
Yeah.
And just
I've
to
often,
answer your question, music connects us through history. That's what was happening. in that
Yeah,
scene.
that was the lamest part of the movie. I was glad that you made fun of that part of the movie because that was my least favorite part of the movie.
You didn't like that?
No,
I thought it was beautiful.
It was so corny. It was so not.
I
needed.
mean, I thought it was a little nail on the head, and then
It
the
was
white
too
people
much.
steal
Yeah, it was too much. I'm
the-
also like
It's a
love.
beautiful message. I have no problem with the message.
I thought it sucked.
Nope.
Just hey. Also, you know what else sucked? Black Panther. Black Panther 2 sucked, and Hamilton. Actually, they really did all suck. I'm not even just saying that to be a jerk. I hated all those pieces. Sinners was great, except for
I
that
didn't.
one
I
scene.
didn't see. I didn't see what kind.
Wakanda Forever
Wakanda.
was very sad.
Wakanda Forever
It was a 2.5-hour
was-
funeral. Black
Oh,
Panther
yeah,
one's
yeah,
Wakanda
it's
the
great.
opening yeah,
Is
it
it
was just I was like,
like
come
Jackass
on.
And it was
Forever?
poor timing because the bad guys are blue like Avatar, like low-key like Avatar. At the same time, there was a new Avatar with water people.
Ooh.
So we're just kind of like, didn't we just do this a month ago?
Right, right.
But-
Plus, we got Aquaman.
Were they fighting the water people because they were jealous?
Yeah, they were like they made
the
the water
swimming.
people. Yeah. No, but they made it okay because the blue water people were like Arabs or whatever.
No, They were like
They're water Irish.
Incan Aztec kind of vibe.
Oh, whatever.
This is my last show.
I'll bleep it.
That's fine. Over there swimming. Did that also happen with fucking Sydney? What's her face? Is that true?
Sidney
Did she-
Poitier.
Sweeney. Yes.
He just wanted to say Poitier. He
Poitier.
knew it wasn't her. He knew it wasn't him.
Sydney Poitier. Ew. Is that how you pronounce it?
I have no idea. I would
dare
imagine. Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell.
Yes.
In that, I'll say it, mediocre or worse. Anyone but you.
Yeah. Well, we all knew what that film was. It was just like,
Yeah.
here's these two hot people.
Let's
which
let
I
him-
argue that, like, I haven't seen it yet, but that's what Materialists is.
No, I think that's supposed to be deeper. But a lot of
Really?
people, like May was just saying,
I thought it was just like, here's hot people in a film. you go.
and look at that. That was the
And how
marketing
about
for
that?
it. But I guess
Yeah.
in it, it's like kind of a commentary
Yeah.
on rom.
I did watch, I don't want to just steal her point, but I could not agree with her more about pretty much everything she said.
May's clip.
Yes,
Yeah.
meaning like,
Shout out.
I didn't see it,
Doom
so I
Skull
can't say
Diaries.
I can't say it sucks, but it looks like it sucks, and I don't get Pedro Pascal being
Hot.
I do not understand.
Do you
it.
feel like a hater saying that?
I don't feel like a hater. It's just I don't see, like, conventionally attractive, I guess, for his age, sure, but this, like,
With the for his age is devastating.
I mean,
No, he's hot because he's gay.
I don't think he
All
is.
the ladies
he's
want
not.
him
He's
because
got,
they
like-
can't have him.
he's got like the I don't know, the stash that's like kind of weird. I don't. No one will describe what it is about him.
I think he's got a fun
that-
energy.
A fun energy.
I think he's a cool guy. You can tell.
Who gives
I
a
don't.
fuck?
I don't think he's cool.
Who
I think-
fucking cares,
yeah,
dude?
I don't
My
think that
algorithm
guy's-
is making fun of that girl Ellie big time,
There's-
dude. Dude, every fucking other post is making
Yeah.
fun of how big her big bean face head is.
Stop it.
Dude, it's so crazy, dude. There's whole
That's
pages.
so
There's
mean.
whole
That's
pages
not the
that I
bean.
started following that are just dedicated
You follow
to making
multiple
fun of
bean
her head.
face pages?
Dude,
Oh,
it's so crazy, dude. The internet has
thought-
been ruthless
You
on
thought
her.
for her
You're a
age
part
was
of it.
devastating.
Dude, there's this page that I started
Wait,
following where they
I'm
just
sorry.
swap her face on stuff, and it's just everything is just different, like
Egg-shaped.
movies of her going, I think I'm gonna be a dad. I think I'm gonna be a dad. I think I'm gonna be a dad. And it's like her with like they put her face on like Trump. They put her face on like, dude, it's crazy, dude. I'll show you, dude. It's nuts.
No.
It's fucking nuts.
the
dude.
I'm gonna be a dad thing was
It was horrible.
It was
Dude,
terrible.
They
I
biffed it with the
was-
second season.
I
it
mean,
was bad.
And that line, I looked at my girlfriend. I was like, "What the fuck? Like, what the fuck is going on?" And then, like, the internet was like, "What the fuck is that
yeah.
stupid ass line,
Yeah,
dude?"
yeah.
And then you started following the.
I do
these
feel
pages.
bad for the actress though, that it's like her looks are now getting roasted because her character had to say a dumb fucking line.
Right.
Well, right, and
You
the
know.
season sucks.
And she's
so they're
like,
just-
how old is she? She's like a kid, right? Or
No, I think she's. That's the thing. The character and she is older, and she was still playing it like a child. I do think that she should have been.
how old is she supposed to be?
That's so mean. It was on Voldemort.
Oh my god! Wow,
No, not Dune.
that's man.
Dude, it's literally just the whole fucking page.
Bullying can go so much further than it can. Oh my god!
Cyberbullying is insane. AI has made bullying insane.
Yes, because it's.
What do you think kids are doing in high school to each other?
That's
That's
what-
gonna be.
this.
You could probably make
They're
them
doing
get.
this.
Oh, this is terrible.
Because you can. The thing that you just say with your words, you can now.
You can literally
visualize
make it real.
for kids. He's still showing. This is brutal.
Andre the Giant.
For those at home, put this in the
This is
show notes
horrible.
because this is truly
Put this in the show. Link to the.
Link-
I'm gonna be a dad.
compilation destruction.
dude.
Oh my god.
This is the
Penguin.
definition of AI slop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is you probably have a very interesting
We have
algorithm.
The internet sides that he's on, he always just goes, "You ever see this guy?" And it's like a one-armed tooth man that does karaoke.
Well, I sent him the vacuum guy that I love
yes,
so much.
yeah,
German guy.
who I've heard you are not a fan of.
Yeah, he doesn't
What does
like
he
I
do?
tried to get the guy who's
I'll
got
show
the
you.
vacuum
I'll show
cleaner
you.
on his front.
No.
I tried to get Peter and Steve with that in their group chat because I actually have been looking for a vacuum. So I told them, I asked them, I tried to slow play them. I was like, "Do any of you guys have a vacuum?" And like, "Yeah, we both do." I'm like, "Okay, I'm looking for one." And I said, I was like, "Let me know if it's like this." And then I sent the thing, and immediately Peter was like, "I fucking knew it." As soon as you said, "Let me know."
I would imagine Peter to have a similar FYP to him.
Oh yeah.
See, it's not even hard, which is why the suction sound is so funny, dude. And what's great is, too...
You should be in jail. I'm not looking at
And he makes out
This
with
is
it,
amazing.
dude. He, like, makes out with it.
awful.
Dude, he's got, like, 4 different vacuums
We
he
were
uses.
texting about this last night, and he's like,
just back and forth.
"He's the artist of our generation." That's you're like,
yeah, dude, it's
you're like,
brilliant.
it's more brilliant than anything we could ever create.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
what happened to you?
Dude, it's modern art, man.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, dude. It's so avant-garde, you can't even fucking understand it. It is like you can't even write that, dude. It's so funny.
I'll tell you what, if you said it was performance art, then it's performance art. Like if that was an exhibit at the MoMA or whatever,
I don't think that's getting in.
Nah, he's just a weird-ass German guy.
They did nude body art in Union Square a few years ago during the summer.
That's what I'm saying. There's like so much other stuff that's
I think there's a few pegs between nude body art and fucking a vacuum
Not
in,
many.
in Union Square.
Not many.
Remember a few years ago that guy had the exhibit where he like made a sculpture out of shit and like people were coming out to see it and like spend all this money?
Not many.
Dude, come on.
No matter what you paint a dick as, it's a dick. It's still a dick, and there's no warning like
Poop is
3
still
blocks
poop.
out. Hey, just so you know, when you get to the park.
Oh, you're saying from the naked body art.
Yes, I'm saying
Were they fully naked, though? They didn't have
full
underoos on?
dicks out.
He
Full
knows.
dicks
Were
out.
you in this? Was this what you were in?
I was right. I was there watching. I was like, how is there?
experienced.
I was in there watching painting.
I said, get me a stroke or two. Yeah, it was terrible. It was people like pushing strollers by, being like, what is going on?
God bless.
You know, there's just some melted sunflower in the park. You know,
Melted
cares,
sunflower.
dude?
Is that a thing that you call a penis?
that's just what they were trying to paint.
Oh.
on.
Every time I see people
I
doing
thought it was
that
like
kinda-
a term for a
Yeah.
flaccid penis.
That's what I call mine.
yeah,
The melted
my
sunflower.
melted sunflower and I are going home.
Turn this baby to a tulip, shall we? I don't know what that means.
Was it cool though? Was it like cool or was it just
No,
stupid?
it was uncomfortable because it was
Right.
so.
How long did you stay?
The veil, a few minutes.
I came pretty quick. And then left.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
fucking bounced, dude.
Well, like I
I'm not gonna
learned,
stay. You don't watch the rest of the.
the
porn.
women you could like tits. You can turn into stuff. You could make
Right.
it a sunflower spider's web or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, like a
The
planet.
dicks
you
are
can't
always dicks.
You can't make it much.
Well, you need a lot of stuff to
You
do.
need-
well, you can make it blend
prosthetics,
into the
you-
background, no? Because if you do it well enough.
Yeah, but you
Optical
still
illusions.
have to be
An elephant's
facing
trunk.
it, look on,
It
and,
could
like head
be
on.
And
a
you
lot
can,
of
like
different
use
stuff.
it as like scaffolding to like hold up a sign, like 2 dicks,
Yeah, that was
You know?
that'd be a different art installation. Two dicks.
2 dicks and a chain on either side, and
Yeah.
like holding up a little
They're
sign.
Connected?
Yeah, like there's a man here and then a guy here, and then it's just like like those little signs they put on like a door, like do not enter, like cleaning or what, just like on one dick's a chain, and then it comes down, and then there's
There's a sign.
and then the chain goes up on the other guy's dick.
I'm really glad we moved away from pee pee poo
Hopefully they're not running
go-
away from each other because
Yeah.
that would hurt.
Sharks.
I want to be a sign holder. This country needs jobs.
Yeah. All right. What else you got?
Here in the pod, we respect the long-running franchise Mortal Kombat,
Sure.
and every single guest imagines themselves as a fighter, if you will, on the roster. Now's your your chance to do that.
Yeah, and it's
They
just like,
wouldn't
that's
make
not
it
how
like
the
a
game
fighter.
really
choosing who
works.
you are, or what am I?
No, not like Tayler Yarish, but I guess like your version of a spirit animal within this universe. Like what?
Yeah,
would it
like
be?
it's kind of like what's your spirit animal, but like you're gonna make your own.
You're
Mortal
creating
Kombat
your
character.
own Mortal Kombat
Yeah,
character.
yeah. Like so, I'm Mr. Bindle, a train jumping hobo. I'm like fucking jacked, and like my powers, I throw a brick at you. Like one of my fatalities is like I chop off your arm and like eat it over a fire.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, that's horrifying.
he's
Yeah.
Dr. Acid.
Kind of a chill guy.
Yeah,
Dr. Acid.
No,
Yeah.
like a poisonous
like
kind
a
of
long
doctor throwing
trench coat,
potions at you.
syringes.
Oh, okay.
That's how he stabs you with
Yeah.
a syringe.
You guys have put a lot of thought into
Yeah,
this.
it's
Dude, we've
important.
got AI generated characters of everyone's Mortal
That's
Kombat
the slop
character.
that we make.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna start posting them.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, like what was it like? Mike Bramante is the White Knight.
The White Knight, because White Mike.
The
Yeah.
White
But it's
Knight.
like he's a chastity belt wearing.
Yeah, he has a
Old-
chastity belt and he locks it before every fight.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That still
Okay.
gets me.
we're gonna help you Sherpa. We're gonna Sherpa you through this. Are you familiar? Did you play
I'm.
Mortal
I'm.
Kombat?
Yeah. I mean, I have. Yeah.
Because we brought this up to Joe. We brought this
have-
up to Joe Wiener and Ashland, and they had like they were like we dream about.
They had
this.
Dude,
drawings.
Scorpion
Yeah.
was my guy. Sub-Zero? You fucking kidding me?
Hell yeah.
Get over
Get
here.
over here is
That's
cool.
how
It's
still
so
how I hit
satisfying.
on women.
You hit him with a lasso.
Get over here. Can I
Professional.
get your number? Yeah, and then it just comes out.
It's
Yeah,
got a
like-
little notepad for her to write on.
Yeah, holds a little pencil and a pad.
Yeah, I imagine I'm a scurrier of some kind.
Okay, can I? I thought of yours a little bit because like
Please.
you do the Tough Mudders. You're a really in shape guy, but you're bald. You're fast. I was
Yeah.
kind of thinking like a character like, not that your name's the Bullet, but you just have this like helmet and you're really fast and you just like throw your whole fucking like
Like the
head
X-Men
first,
Juggernaut kind of,
but small.
but smaller.
Yeah, and more like nimble and shit.
I'm
Ooh,
imagining
the
him,
Bullet.
and I'd like to incorporate this in. Could he be running on walls and things? Like, just kind of like, I want him scurrying.
yeah, but
I
he like
like it.
shoots off.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like head first and fucking nails you, dude.
Oh,
You're
I'm-
kind of almost like a Blanca-ish like
Yeah.
category of a character.
Who scurries on the wall, but can also kind of like jump.
Yeah, like Vega in like Street Fighter, how Vega and Chun-Li can jump off the wall.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You can do that.
I like a little Nightcrawler energy.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
but
like
then
it.
like when you jump off the wall, you're like, "Durr!" Like
I
fucking-
lead
You
head
still
first.
punch and like kick and have combos,
But the
like,
head is-
right. Your combo might be like and then you like jump up like and
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
Have you
yeah.
ever done a headbutt?
That would be no. I
I feel like it
want
would
to,
be
though.
you'd kill someone. It
I
would be
do.
devastating.
Yeah,
I'm just looking
dude.
at
I
this
don't
sucker.
have more head
No,
just
I-
because I'm
no,
bald.
no. I'm looking at it right now. I'm telling
dude.
you
It's
got
thicker.
look, especially at the top. That's a headbutt head.
Yeah,
You think so?
It's strong.
Yeah, dude.
You don't headbutt like that.
Yeah, but
I'm
your
telling you,
character
you
will.
could.
Yeah, you can, dude.
I
Because
see.
you get up underneath and you hit.
Yeah.
Hit
Well,
here.
it's right here.
You go.
Do I run like those kids at school who like ran with their arms
anime
behind their
runners?
back? Yeah, anime
I
runners.
mean, we could be whatever you
You could
want.
Naruto run if you want.
I was kind of thinking you were gonna have. Rather, I mean, you could do that. In my mind, it was more just like you just fucking like launch. Like
I
you
just
fuck-
launch
you
like
could
a
just,
literal
like,
bullet.
Yeah, either run real fast, but like if you're going off the wall, you just like 2 feet, just like. "Durr!"
Yeah, I like all of this. What am I wearing? I think. Can I be shirtless? Can I be?
I was picturing.
covered in oil. Can I be in a gay? No.
Did you
Let's make them gay.
like a
Has anyone been
prehistoric
gay
kind
yet?
of a prehistoric like a little you know what I mean? Maybe he's wearing like a caveman loincloth skirt kind of
He's-
thing. Like a bone. He's got bones around him.
Mm.
It's very Blanca in a way. But they're like
Make-
chicken bones because that's what he's able to do. That's what
Yeah.
he's got.
Making him prehistoric.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So then the helmet is like a bone helmet.
Yeah.
Like a
It's a-
bone
it's
of
a
like
second
a dinosaur,
skull.
like a dinosaur bone.
Yeah, dude. You're like, you descend from that like species of people that are like tinier. The pygmies.
He's
Yeah.
a Neanderthal.
You're like a pygmy.
Yeah.
You're like a pygmy that like came back. You
Was it-
unfroze. It's the pygmy.
There were a few
And then he-
others. Were Neanderthals smaller?
Who?
What were
No,
they?
What's the
Neanderthals, I
movie?
think, were-
Cro-Magnon. What was that? That was something.
I don't know.
What's the movie? They go to that island. There's like the little guys who like shoot darts and like chase. You know.
Oh,
is
that's
that,
the King Kong. They go to
Yes.
Skull Island, and
Yes.
and they're the people, the cannibals that.
were they smaller though?
Well, they usually are tinier.
I think was it one of the mummies? Were they like?
Let me tell you something.
You know?
There's a lot of
There's a
movies.
lot
with
of
little
movies with
guys,
that, by
with
the-
little guys.
You think there's not a lot of those? That actually in
Ventura?
Indiana Jones, there's one of those.
Maybe that's what it is.
That's good too.
But like one of those guys who like scurries and then
Yeah, dude.
and then
Okay,
but
I
a
like. I
prehistoric
dig
man.
that.
Yeah.
I don't-
Bone
I don't-
helmet.
but-
So no shoes, then
Definitely
with
no
just
shoes.
like just like the little like not a loincloth. Yeah, either a
Yeah.
loincloth, but like and then he's all oiled up.
Dude, you have no. I mean,
Pelter,
he's
like
all
a
oiled
pelter
up.
grass kind of situation.
this is so close to who like I wanted to be as a child. Like the fantasy that I would always go to was like some sort of George of the Jungle esque, like
Right.
running through the woods.
Right.
Fuck
you
yeah!
know,
All right, this is
like
perfect.
running through.
You
trees
can
and
swing
shit.
from vines.
I spent a lot of time in the woods. I can
You know what?
I can
know
swing a
it's-
bow staff because of that.
I know it's not like it's probably not like traditionally like useful, but like I do kind of see like a cape.
You see a
You
cape?
know, like a tattered cape, like like a caveman style cape, but like
Did cavemen have capes?
no, but it's fucking Mortal Kombat, dude.
could be a
You got
pelt.
this. You
It
got
could be a
this
pelt.
thick. You got this
Ooh, I
thick
don't-
bone helmet that
Yeah.
you fucking made. It probably is like from like a crazy dinosaur. So maybe you got some horns or
Yeah.
shit on it.
and
And then
like
you got underwear, no shoes, some bones across you, and
Yeah.
just like a tattered, like brown, fucked up cape behind you.
like a pelt like a
Like a
pelt
pelt.
or a
yeah, some sort of tiger.
some sort of dead animal.
Some sort
Yeah.
of dead
on
animal.
me.
I don't think anyone has. Oh no, Mike has a sword. I was gonna say I don't know if.
What
if
about a
any-
weapon?
I don't know if well, it's obviously your character, but I kind of like no weapon.
If I did have a weapon,
But the helmet's the
Could
weapon.
he have little claws?
I would say either little claws or little things that I like throw a bunch of.
Bone knives?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Kind of like a daredevil sort of
Yes.
like, you know.
Very
like
good.
one of those,
Well,
you
the
know?
way you're moving right there is it's a simian, I believe.
I
is the
am-
word for it.
Yeah.
Monkey-like.
I'm a little yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
a
and his
little-
teeth
I'm a
are
little
sharp.
chimp.
Yeah, his teeth are. You
Yeah,
have sharp
definitely.
teeth.
Sharp teeth.
I want you to have
Not
little
like a
claws.
Monkey.
Yeah.
Is that what it says? I'm a monkey. You guys are just making me a monkey.
I no, I don't want you to be a monkey. I want you to be a little guy.
Little red butt.
Yeah.
I want you to be-
Bright red ass.
Bright red ass. Colorful snout.
Yeah. You know what's
No,
you
no,
know what
no,
is so
not,
funny?
Not like monkey teeth or Baraka teeth.
I
Just like
wanna
a
get
little
that
sharp.
tattoo.
Just a little sharp.
A baboon?
A mandrill.
What'd you call me, you son of a bitch?
What the fuck did
A
you
man-
just
you
say?
know what a man-
Do I have to bleep that?
I want to get a mandrill tattoo. I
Is that
think
a
these.
Pokemon?
Oh fuck! It's on. It's not. No, it's those. They have the
I'm
red
Googling.
ass.
Wait, let's not get sidetracked.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
Googling
Is
your
this part of the
mandrill.
character?
Google a mandrill. It's the essence of my character is probably a mandrill.
Oh, I was picturing a baboon when I thought of this guy.
I was not picturing any monkeys
These,
at all. Do you
Well,
want?
all right.
Do you want to be a this character?
by the way,
It's not actually.
get real.
It's not actually a monkey, but like.
But he's got a rainbow butt.
qualities. There's certain qualities of a monkey that I
Yeah,
think are
like
in there.
like Mr. Bindle, my character is a little like that. Like I'm like
He's
jumping
apish. He's
around,
more
like
apish.
yeah. I
Yeah.
got a hunchback and shit. Like
Yeah.
I'm,
But
scroungy.
definitely-
but not as much
definitely
as you, not as
scurrying.
much as your
yeah,
guy though.
scurry where
Yeah. I'll
you
get
know,
if I get my hands on you, I'll smash your fucking head in. But
yeah,
I'm not as
I'm
quick
more,
as you are.
I'm more
Yeah,
coming in and out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'll be the
sick.
guy. Yeah.
So sick.
He's one of the few that could actually suit up and do
What a-
it.
yeah.
yeah.
and just be the character.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we don't have to do an AI generation of
Yeah,
this.
for him,
Just
he'll
take a
just-
picture.
We're
of
like, I just will.
Yeah.
I
I'll
just
do
will
it.
become that guy.
I love where this has gone because initially I was picturing like more just like I don't know, just like in all black with like a silver helmet on, but this is way fucking better.
Yeah. There's got to be some sort of.
Wait,
like,
what about a name? We need a name.
Bonesaw.
But that's somebody. That's,
Yeah, that's Macho Man Randy Savage
Yeah.
in Spider-Man 1.
Yes, it is.
What are you doing up there?
I got 3 minutes.
3 minutes of playtime.
I feel like the easy route to go is like make up some like caveman sounding
Oh,
name.
I was gonna say go like Cain. You know, the first brother that killed his other brother,
Can't. Okay.
like a kind of a prehistoric
Cain,
kind of vibe. Just Cain.
right.
Cain.
Oh, I was thinking more like Kulu. Like some like made up caveman sounding fucking name.
What's that accent?
Well, that's like when you select him. Kulu.
Pygmy.
Yeah. Well, then I was trying to think of like some cool like.
Do I talk like? Am
Not
I
his
South
name.
African? Am I?
Or not that his name's unknown, but
What
like,
about Little Bones? Little Bones.
Lil Bones?
Lil Bones.
Lil Bones.
Lil Bones?
Lou Bones. Does that mean is there a regular Bones?
No.
It's
We
just
just
Lil
had to
Bones.
call you Lil
Lil
Bones.
Bones.
Bone Boy.
Am I one of those guys who can like only speak with his name? Pika. Pika P.
Pikachu.
Pikachu is a dope name
It's perfect.
because you can shorten it for shorter
Pika.
exclamations. Yeah.
Shoe.
Pika. Pika. Some of them were a little like, huh? You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Pika.
Pikachu.
Pika P. It's like, all right, calm down.
I would say voicing.
Pikachu. Pikachu.
When he does that one.
Yeah.
When it's squirting.
Oh fuck.
Oh, Pika. Pika.
This is so bad.
Pikachu.
This,
Pikachu.
So it's
It's-
Pika. We're going with the name
I never
Pika.
played that game.
no. Yeah. Yes, I'm keeping
All the
an eye on
nerds
Ash.
fucking played it.
While you were out skinning cats in the
watching
backyard.
ramble porn.
Scramble porn. I don't mind Bones.
What if you just swap Pikachu to Chupika?
Chup. I think anything you say with that voice.
Because it does work. It makes it,
LaCroix.
oh, that's good.
LaCroix.
LaCroix.
That's even better
LaCroix
now.
wins.
Yeah. Anything with that voice. That's just how I sound.
Can you say Chupika again?
Chupika.
Yeah, that's good. But you spell it Chew like.
Now use that voice. Now say, Chupika, where's my money?
Wait, is this about to be something where I say the N-word by accident?
You tell me. Hey, you tell me, buddy.
How would that happen?
I was trying to, when they say like,
Is this
oh,
one
I'm
of
looking
them
for Mike Hunt, and they like
Is this
do
one
that
of them
thing.
reverse psychology
It's just
things?
like thing where there's like a hidden N-word in there.
It's just that thing where I say what
Am I
I've
gonna
always wanted to say.
Hey, spell I cup. You do it look like an idiot.
No, it's just set the way you say Chupika. It made it
Oh.
sound like,
Wait, what do you want me to say? Chupika,
where's my money?
Chupika, where's my money?
Okay, you saved it on the where's my money. Just the Chupika sounded a little like,
Hey, Chupika,
open,
where's my money?
open a door.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Choo Choo.
I don't like any of this. Anyway.
We're cutting that.
Ooh, Chupika.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, Chu.
Did you play Mario? Wait, I can't get sidetracked. So, are we going with Chupika?
We're going with Chupika.
Chupika?
Okay, we need a fatality.
What's Chupika's fatality?
It's got to be something else with the headbutt
Dude,
starts it.
you Chupika through their body, but they're
Yeah.
still standing there, and then you get inside of them like a mech suit.
And I claw up their body.
Yeah, inside of them.
Yeah.
Like a parasite.
And then I
you
come
pop
out the
their
top.
head out and then start giggling.
And now I'm wearing their skull. So I
Yes.
just
Yeah.
collect
Another bone.
another hat.
another bone.
Another bone. hat.
Wow.
You know? And
Pretty cool.
each time I collect their skull, it gets stronger because it's another layer.
Well, now
You
you're
know.
building lore, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I just want
Using
someone,
the skulls of his former.
You know what? When
of
they
his
flip the
former
card, I
opponents.
want them to
Yeah,
have
I'd
to
like
read
there to
something.
be a story.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that
You
is
know,
a cool backstory.
This is what he. But what can he do? What are his powers? What are his strengths and
Yeah,
weaknesses?
you use bones.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the bones that you once had from the dinosaurs that now do not exist, you must use the bones of your
Yeah,
opponents.
that's the bedrock, if you will, of the power.
Wow.
And then I build on each layer. You know?
Chupika. That's
Chup-
gonna be a sick one to make.
Chupika. Are you gonna? You're gonna make an AI
Yeah, he
thing?
just throws it in the thing.
I just throw it in the thing.
That was such a simple explanation.
I
and
mean, isn't
description
that what
of-
it is?
of a
We're
very-
we're all going
He
stupid.
just
with
throws
this
it in the
A-
thing.
You're just throwing it in the thing.
I throw in a few words. I
Hey,
say,
make
cool Mortal
Chupika."
Kombat guy with
Yeah.
my friend Taylor.
I only
It
use.
knows who you are already.
I only use the chat. I haven't messed.
You don't
around
use
with
the
it.
GPT?
But that's all. I use it for the text. You can make like the images and stuff.
Just
Yeah, you
use the
can
name.
too, I promise.
I can too.
Yeah. You go in there and be like, hey, make this a picture. You can do it.
Make it. But can you do the video ones? Because I've seen the videos where it's like, I'm not
No,
real.
I don't
Pull up
get-
everything you know
I have-
about Tayler Yarish, and
Yeah,
then it
I
brings
and
it
it'll
all
be like,
up.
I don't know who you're gonna have to.
The videos are disturbing.
Yeah,
It's too much.
yeah, we're fucked. The fucking I'm a dad thing. That's scary as hell.
I'm gonna be
I'm gonna be a dad.
gonna be a
And that's his favorite account.
If
That's not my favorite account. My favorite account is this Chinese guy. I don't know what he's saying, but he just murders cockroaches and like insane. Like he'll like glue them to a wall and like explode them. And he had a laser once and like cut one in half with a laser.
Wow.
Do you
And
think
it's all
that
in like
based
it's all
on
in like Cantonese. I have no idea what this guy's
Do
saying.
you think
Really?
based on your watch history and your algorithms, you're on some sort of list?
I do worry about that.
Wait, what do you mean?
You specifically.
Like a
but
list
the,
of
but
like
the list
keep
is
an
like
eye.
I don't follow
I think
like,
it's alarming content. It is alarming content.
but it's legal. But it's legal.
Your Honor.
Barely.
Yeah. Right. But
Cockroaches
they're
as far
keeping you
as
on
the
the
eye.
list. They're keeping you on the list because they're like, if anybody's gonna step over that
This
line,
guy's dancing
it's
on the
gonna
edge.
be the guy watching cockroaches get sawed in half
Yeah.
on the internet.
Oh, not all the dudes just
Who
like
do you think-
following hot chicks and gambling all the
What
time.
do you think the
online.
Venn diagram-
I'm watching a guy
Who
kill
else-
cockroaches.
who else do you think follows
Was
him?
there a fucking cockroach lobby in the world? You guys like hanging out with fucking
But
cockroaches?
isn't that like how most serial killers like get started by watching things get tortured?
No, they first start watching Bella Ramsey being superimposed on James Gandolfini from Sopranos, saying, I'm going to be a dad.
If
That's
I-
step one.
If this isn't the title of the ep, if it's not, I'm gonna be a dad. I don't know what else you're pulling from this. All right, keep going. You might be on a list.
Kind of feels like we should have landed the plane after Chupica. Got into a real sad direction.
God forbid. He just did this Maniscalco voice.
God forbid.
I was gonna ask him to do a beheading video with Maniscalco.
No. All right. Anything you'd like to promote? Your Google search history or
You
something?
can promote my Google search history. No, just shoot me a follow. See if I can get this out. Tayler Comedy. Taylor spelled with an E, not an O. And if you need,
Is that
more
usually
than-
hard for you to say?
It's a lot for people to understand because I'll say Tayler Comedy, Taylor with an E, not an O, and then they're like T-O. Like
Toilet.
nobody knows how to spell my name. It's a goddamn nightmare. But yeah, just come and follow me and come see a show and whatnot.
That was the weirdest plug.
You guys
This
got me
boy
too
needs
high.
your help.
You guys got me too high.
You got to get...
Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum.